Hello, my dear friends. This is Dr. Leonard Coldwell, or as most of you know me as Dr. C. Today I want to talk about stress and what stress really means, because obviously too many people have problems to understand that I'm always saying in the IBMS system stress is the root cause of all disease. And I like to explain this in a very short video clip. Stress, ladies and gentlemen, is not what you expect in the physical world when you work a lot and you work 8, 10, 12, 14 hours. Yes, you are worn out and you are stressed out, but a good night's sleep, 7, 8 hours of good night's sleep will fix that problem. What I'm talking about is when I say 86% of all doctor visits, of all illness, all health conditions is stress related, then I'm talking about the fact that we all know that when people live in constant worries, doubts and fears, worries about the economy, fears about not having a job or losing their house or going through a divorce, or these kind of elements are the main problems that we consider stress, damaging stress, distress. Eustress is positive stress, distress is negative stress. So this negative stress comes from fear of the economy, for example, or from making compromises against yourself, which means you stay in a relationship that you know it's wrong for you, and you go home on a daily basis, not even wanting to go home, and this relationship kills you in the whole meaning of the word. Or you feel suppressed by your family members, by your children, by your grandparents, by your mother or father-in-law, whatever it might be. Everything is consistent. Everything in life can be stressful. That's not really the problem. As long as it's not ongoing, as long as it's not chronic stress, it's really not a problem. Let me explain to you the main fact of the development of negative health conditions. Every illness and negative health condition is based on lack of energy. There is no other cause for illness than lack of energy. And this lack of energy can come to 14% through preservatives, to food, to GMO, genetically modified organisms that we eat, and all these other toxins and dangers and damages that can come from the fluoride and chlorine in the drinking water or in our shower water and so on. This is really only 14%. The Stanford University conducted a study and concluded that 95% of all illness or doctor visits are stress related. Dr. Gary Null and others are with me on the 86% part. So just let it at 86% of all doctor visits and illness is stress related. And this stress I'm talking about is a stress that you have if you go to a job on an ongoing basis that you don't want to go to anymore. You cannot handle the boss, the mobbing, the colleagues, or what the conditions you have to work in, the hours, whatever it might be. Hanging on to that job, that is the kind of stress, or can cause the kind of stress I'm talking about. Chronic damaging stress. Chronic stress means it's an ongoing element. 1 or 2 days of stress doesn't kill you and doesn't make you sick. And I mean, yes, it can with a shock and so on, but normally it will not. So what we are talking about here when we talk about stress is lack of self-esteem, lack of hope, lack of self-love, lack of understanding of your own goals or your own existence, your own personality, meaning insecurity. All these elements, ladies and gentlemen, are damaging negative distress. And if it's an ongoing distress, if it's ongoing, if it's chronic stress, it will make you sick, because every illness is based on lack of energy. And stress, mental and emotional stress, constant worries, doubts and fears, making compromises against yourself and so on. That is the kind of stress I'm talking about. So ladies and gentlemen, when my IBMS coaches are talking about stress to you or with you, or you read in my books or hear in my seminars and audio or videos, when I talk about mental and emotional stress as the only cause for cancer, that, ladies and gentlemen, is my personal conviction, and I'm absolutely sure mental and emotional stress is the only cause for cancer. I mean, yes, there are 14% based on toxemia, on acidosis and so on, based on nutritional deficiencies or poisons and toxins from the environment getting into our system. But usually that can be easily fixed with a good cleansing program, and you should really look into these things. We use the mybepure.com cleanse, mybepure.com. We endorse the 21-day Be Pure cleansing program or system that's available from www.my, like being pure, mybepure.com. So that is a system that can help you to detoxify every single cell in your system at the same time. It includes a colon cleanse. And please be careful, do not, at least I would never do a single organ cleanse, because that could potentially hurt or even kill you. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about stress. And of course, with stress reduction, a good cleansing system takes out the stress from the body, and that can help too. But we are talking about mental and emotional stress. So ladies and gentlemen, if you compromise yourself with your job, your family, your relationship, if you live in constant worries, doubts, and fears what the future will bring, the economy, or you're suppressed by your partners, friends, and so on, you need to learn how to deal with this effectively, because that is the root cause of all disease, in my opinion. This was for you, Dr. Leonard Coldwell. Please visit us at drleonardcoldwell.com or drcoldwellopinion.tv. Have a wonderful day.